Today we are in Kebaranyaki forest, part of Mount Kenya forest from the Meru side. We are here today to plant potatoes, and at this stage we are looking, or we are trying to grade the potatoes to collect the right seed. So there are four key things that a farmer should look at when you are sorting the seed for planting. One, you need to use certified seed. Certified seed means that it has been inspected by the Kenya Plant Health Inspectorate Service, inspected for pathogens. Those are disease-causing organisms like bacterial wilt. So it has been tested and certified that it has no bacterial wilt. It has also been tested that it does not have any potato cyst nematode. So look for a certified seed. They are available in Kisima farm or in other farms that have been accredited by KEFIS. So the other thing that we'll be looking at today is the size of the seed. We use the egg size seed. Usually you have about 4 to 3 sizes of the seed. So the right seed is the egg size. The other parameter we're looking at is you have to look at the eyes where the potato sprouts from. The sprouts have to be well germinated, as you can see here. The sprouts are coming out. You have to ensure that the eyes have opened so that you can plant the seed. In some instances, we have some seeds that we have the terminal dormancy. That is now a potato such as this. You can see that this part has germinated, but the other eyes have not germinated. So we recommend that you break off these eyes so that they can activate the other eyes to germinate. So it's called breaking the seed dormancy. Last but not least, you have to use a seed treatment because here we have challenges of millipedes, wireworms that are infesting of our potatoes. So you have to look for potatoes that have been damaged, such as this one. This has been damaged mostly by the millipedes. We also have the wireworm. So you have to sort and not use such a potato, because this will be an entry point for other diseases, and this will create problems for the potato when it is growing. Yep. So we are now moving on to the farm. The furrows have been prepared. So we are going to do fertilizer application. We have 17 mixed with 23. Potato is a root tuber crop. It requires a high supply of phosphorus and potassium. Phosphorus is for the root growth and development, while potassium is for the expansion of the potato. So whenever you are doing a potato crop, you have to ensure you have high levels of phosphorus and potassium. So we are here today also to do a demo, trying to address the issue of Verticillium wilt. It's a new emerging challenge. It's a type of a fungal disease which mostly parasitizes the root zone of a potato crop and other crops. So it weakens the root system, it weakens the root density of a plant, and by so doing, the plant generally will have like the surface area of the leaves. You'll see that they are very narrow, unlike a healthy potato crop which has a wider surface area on the leaf surface. You'll also notice that in Versatilum wilt, the potato crop will have early senescence. That is basically the crop will tend to age quite earlier than the normal. Potato crops usually take about 80 to 90 days to show signs of senescence. But with the Versatilum wilt, senescence will start even at 40-50 days. And this disease is very serious because production has been noted to decline by even 100%. The disease is soil-borne, so even when you are using a certified seed, the disease still will get into the crop. So at Kanaji, we are addressing that issue by promoting this product known as Molo, which is a mycorrhiza fungi. That basically means that it's a beneficial fungal that forms a symbiotic relationship with the roots. At the roots level, it will help to source for nutrients for the potato root. It will also help in the breakdown of organic matter and make it quite readily available for the crop. And also because it's a highly vigorous species, it will be able to multiply at quite a faster rate than the harmful Versatilum wilt. It will be able to colonize the root zone, and by that doing, it will be able to prevent entry of the Versatilum wilt. So Molo is packed in 14-gram sachet, which is used in the equivalent of 1 acre. You mix 14 grams of Molo with 1 liter of water. And from that 1 liter solution, you'll get 250 mils and use it in 15 liters of a knapsack. So the mode of application on the farm is through drenching. So in the potato furrows, once you get the solution into the knapsack, you can spray into the soil. And once it gets into the soil, it will start to multiply and colonize the root zone, and by so doing, it will be able to prevent the Versatilum wilt and other fungal pathogens in the soil from interfering with the root of the potato. So, Molo from Kanaji Limited. At times our seeds have a challenge in germination. We have the common terminal dormancy, which as I've mentioned, you need to break the terminal eye, which causes the terminal dormancy. So you'll see that in some potatoes you have this eye germinating, and it will inhibit the germination of the peripheral eyes. So what is required at that particular point is you break off the top terminal bud, and by breaking it off, you'll be able to stimulate the side buds into growth. So you can do that manually, just breaking it off. Right? So in order to accelerate the germination of our potatoes, we are promoting this product known as Mola, which is a biostimulant. It's essentially an amino acid based product in combination with the trace elements zinc, boron. Zinc is essential during root growth and development. So this product, we are going to directly apply it on the seed. By contacting the seed, it will be able to stimulate the growth of the seed. So here in Meru, we say Cominchoria mentho. So if you want to sprout the buds, you can use Mona. I'll show how you'll be able to apply it. Alternatively, you can use it as a foliar feed because of its amino acids. It's also good in tuber filling, and also during vegetative growth, you can apply it as a foliar. So let me show you how to apply it. We also advise our farmers to use Mona to help germinate the potato seeds, to help accelerate their growth. As I've mentioned, it's about stimulants containing amino acids and hormones, and also in addition it has the trace elements, zinc, boron. Zinc is essential for root growth. Boron is also essential for leaf growth. So that's why we need it at this stage to be able to accelerate the growth of our potato seed. So it's organic, meaning that it does not have any negative effect on the soil. It's a mushroom extract. So I'm going to use at this stage 50 mils in 20 liters. I'm using this high rate because it's going to be like a drench application, but the potatoes will be laid in the furrows. So in this final solution, we are going to apply Apron Star. So Apron Star is a fungicide insecticide. So that means that it's able to manage fungal diseases, and to also be able to manage insects. So we have so many in this area, with so many soil-borne pests such as cutworms, chafer grubs, wireworms, which live in the soil. So they cause damages to the tubers, also the planted potatoes. Once you plant, you will see some damages on the tubers as well as on the stems of the potato. So Apron Star has the mexodam, that is basically for the control of the soil pest diseases. The advantage of this is that it's a low PHI, and also a group 4 insecticide, so it does not harm the soil, and it's also safe. So it's good because it does not have the smell. At times the smell tend to repel the insects, so once you apply this product, even the insects do not know that you have applied it, and once they are in their business of eating, they just get paralyzed and die on the spot. It also has metalaxyl, which is a curative fungicide. At times we have the normal potato blight getting on the potato tubers. So with this metalaxyl, we'll be able to prevent the occurrence of the blight on the potato tubers. In addition, it has a difenoconazole, which is more a systemic fungicide, which is good for also the blights, the rust, etc., all those types of fungal diseases. We have noticed that with the application of this Apron Star on many seeds, even in cereals, we have a vigorous rooting system, and this will help the potato to take up more nutrients and water, and by so doing we'll be able to achieve a very vigorous crop, and encourage farmers to do so. In the chafer grubs, they tend to live in the subsoil, not in the topsoil mostly, and this is actually quite a big challenge when it comes to managing these chafer grubs. So with the Apron Star, we'll be able to control this effectively, because it will be applied in the furrows together with the potatoes, and to be able to control the soil-borne pest and also the fungal diseases. So we're going to use 10 grams of Apron Star in 15 liters of water, same in that solution, and by so doing we have a concoction whereby we are controlling soil-borne pests and diseases. We have food nutritional treatment for the seed, the Mona, and finally we have the Molo for the protective treatment against the Versatilum wilt and other wilts in the soil. Thank you. Yeah, now we are in the farm. We are preparing our furrows. Potatoes are planted using the furrow method. So there are a number of furrow methods that we can use. We have from row to row, the interrow. The standard is 2.5. This is mostly done when you are doing a wear potato for sale. But in case you're doing the seeds, potato for seeds, there are those commercial seed raisers. So you encourage to use 2 feet, so that once you are squeezing, the reason you are squeezing is to reduce or to prevent the full expansion of the potato. So you can use 2.5 for the wear, and for the seed multiplication, you use 2 feet. So we have from potato to potato, usually the standard is 1 feet for the wear, but if you're doing the seed, you can squeeze to about 3/4 of a feet. So the moment you're squeezing, you prevent the expansion, because the potatoes will tend to compete for nutrients, water, etc. Potato soil, the texture needs to be a very loose soil. The reason is this is a root tuber crop. It produces within the soil, and it needs room to expand. So you need a loose soil, high in organic matter, and also to just allow the potato room to grow, to expand. Manuring is necessary. Here in the forest, we are encouraging conservation agriculture, so we are not using the herbicides to clear the land. We just use the hand weeding, the manual weeding. It's good to incorporate them into the soil. They serve as good manure, but you have to be careful, so that some do host pathogens, like the Datura stramonium, Donepo. It hosts a majority of the diseases and pests that attack potatoes. So potatoes require high levels of phosphorus and potassium. It's a root tuber crop, so phosphorus is for root growth and development. Those specialized tubers which form the potatoes, the stolons. And also potassium is very necessary for expansion of the potato. It's also good for, it activates the immune system of the potato, helping it fight off diseases. Here in the forest, it's quite cold, so we need a well-fed crop, and that will be able to help cope with diseases. You know, as much as we're doing the fungicide sprays, you also need a well-fed crop, so that the crop can be able to withstand the harsh temperatures experienced in this area. So as I mentioned, we are in Kibaranyaki, that is Githongo up into the forest, so the shamba system. As you can see in the background, we have trees growing alongside the potatoes, and we discourage the use of herbicides so that we can preserve our trees in this ecosystem. We want to do the fertilizer application. Looking at the nutritional requirement of a potato crop, requires high levels of phosphorus and potassium and some little of nitrogen. And now we have a blend here of 23-23-0 mixed with 17-17. So what we have achieved is 20 and 9.8 potassium. So that's an NPK that we have achieved here. So we are going to broadcast along the furrows. That's the traditional way of doing it, and we term this as basal fertilizer application at the base of the seed, because once the seeds the roots start germinating, they'll go down they go down, positive geotropism. So they'll go down, meaning that they'll require nutrition right once they get into the soil. So we do broadcasting in such a manner, 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 and so that will be, you know, the roots will move top, left, center, all the way, and be able to access that fertilizer. So after we have done the broadcasting of the fertilizer, we'll do the laying of the seeds along the furrows, and then we'll come with a knapsack which has the solution for apron, molo, and mona. We have finished with the application. Generally, we have finished with the planting. We have done the fertilizer, we have done the seed, and we also done the mona, apron star, and molo application. So in every demo, we have to have a control. So we have reserved a portion or a number of lines where we are just going to do the normal planting without the application of the mona, apron star, and molo solution. So we'll be here after 14 days to observe the germination and also to start application of Actara for the control of cutworms. So see you then.